toy fans. We're back with another Happy Panda Toys toy review video. Today we were going to be going over the
Chef Squidiano by Mame Moyashi.
My name is Rich.
My name is Ilanit.
And I'm Ben.
I'm Squidiano.
So we got a great looking figure here to go over today. We'd like to break these down into 5 different categories. The first of which is
the concept or idea behind the toy.
And we grade each category out of 5 points.
Yeah, we do. All right, so concept.
So this has obviously been a series for Mame Moyashi of these sort of chef, human, sea creature combos, and this is the newest one. We've seen the fish, we've seen the lobster, now we have the squid. So for concept, I give it a 4. We've seen squid toys like this before that kind of combine people with various cephalopods. I'm a big fan of the Squirm platform from Super 7, so to me this is just a different kind of version of that, so 4 for me.
Interesting. I'm going to give it a 4 as well. I really like it. What I do feel is a little bit different with this stuff, which again we've talked about with the Master of the Giant Claws. It's not just an anthropomorphic, humanized version of squids and fish and lobster, but there's also an element of sushi to it. You know, you got the sashimi on the tuna, the crab meat on the crab, and then you have the grilled octopus center in the middle, surrounded by all these like fun little tentacles. Again, within the confines of this series, not very unique as it's the 3rd one in the series. Series as a whole, very unique, so I average it out at like a 4.
I'm going to go with the same. I'm giving it a 4. Same exact reasons. It's something that we've now seen. It is a running series, so yes, as a series goes on, the idea is not going to be as fresh as it was at the beginning.
You're right.
But it is a great idea, and you're keeping it fresh within that as well. You're not just giving us another colorway. You gave us a brand new figure, which is something cool. We've seen teases of this for quite a while, and it's great to finally see it in person. So.
And this is the first colorway of the Chef Squidiano.
So, second we go into packaging.
Packaging, the materials and the design of the packaging. So normally, Mame Moyashi has been packaging these in a header card with a bag. Nope, the bag's underneath.
Oh.
This one was just so bulky, I'm assuming, because if you look at the width in terms of the, like this one is a lot wider, the tentacle kind of comes out. So I'm assuming to avoid them being damaged, they actually came in a box for the first time, and then the bag and header card came inside the box with this giant clamshell. Just wow. Could you imagine any other toy company that does bags and header cards putting the toy in a clamshell in a box and then sending you the header card in the bag?
That feels really appropriate to me. I feel like that's what they would do, generally speaking. Like companies like this, that they would still give you the header card in the bag, but they'd put it in a box.
It's just so wild because you could tell that at some point they're like, all right, we got the bags, we got the header cards. This ain't working. What's plan B? Well, these are already made. Let's just put them in the box.
Yeah.
So what do you give it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I am amazed by the concept of this. It's just so caught me blindsided, I guess. I'll go with a 4. Because, again, they could have just put it in the box and been like, well, it's in the box, and the box was a last-minute change. But then they just put the header card in. I don't know. I like header cards, so maybe I'm just a sucker for header cards. 4. I like it.
Okay.
Ben?
So I'm going to give it a 5. It's so different.
I see your 4 and I raise you.
Damn it, sir!
Well, here's the thing. Yes, I would have liked maybe a little bit of logoing or whatever on the box, but...
You mean besides the front?
Right. Something like...
Literally on any other part of the box. There's nothing.
There's nothing else. It's essentially a blank box.
Yeah.
However, the experience of opening the box is pretty cool for getting, a piece like this. You really do expect the header card and bag. And they offer almost no protection. It feels really kind of cool. I really enjoy the way that the opening experience was from it. It was a very odd thing to open the shipping box and see these boxes inside instead of header cards. As a matter of fact, when we opened it and you pulled out the box, Rich pulled out the box, the first thing Elenice said is, "But I like the header cards." And then you open the box and the header card's right there. That's awesome. We're just
Yeah.
I mean, if they do this again next time, I probably won't be as surprised. I might not rate it as high. But as it is right now, this was not what I expected. And
Considering
a 5...
the pricing of the Hattori Taro, which is the newest announced next Mame Moyashi toy, which is the cat, it's going to be in a different series. Considering the price point, I would think that this is what they're doing now moving forward.
Okay. It was a surprise seeing it, and a 5 is reserved for, hey, it's above and beyond. Holy crap, that's more than I expected. Holy crap, this was more than I expected. It gets a 5, it earned it.
I give it a 4. I think I am a fan of getting Sofubi and Sofubi style toys in a bag with a header card. But this is a cool box. I don't know, there's just something about the simplicity of it. It's just so bare bones, but then they went the extra mile to include the clamshell, and this is a fun and amusing piece of packaging.
And then the PVC sheeting you were holding up before, it was wrapped in PVC sheets from like top to bottom, inside the clamshell, inside the box, and then the header card with the unpunched bag is sitting inside the header card.
And that's nice too, that it's not punched. I do like that.
Yeah, it's just like nothing's happening to this figure.
It's
not getting wet.
Yeah.
It's not getting broken. It's going to stand the course of shipping.
They thought about protecting the figure.
Yeah. All right.
So, moving on, it goes to translation.
Translation. That is how well it goes from concept into a prototype. So, you want to start off since you're holding them?
Yeah, I give it a 5. I mean, you can see the concept art on the header card, and I like it even better than the concept art. I think it looks fantastic. It's very tactile. You want to hold it in your hand. The paint looks great. The choices they made. It's like semi-translucent, not completely translucent.
Next category.
The translucent?
Yeah. Because that's with manufacturing.
The paint is the manufacturing.
All right, moving forward.
The translucent is a choice they made.
Okay.
I love the articulation in the 2 tentacles up here, and all the tentacles in the back. There's like a bunch of them. 5. I think this is a great looking piece, and I'm a big fan of it. Even the, feminist iconography in the back there looks great.
I'm going to go with a 5 as well. Yeah, it looks like the concept art, but it also, again, it feels like one of those scenarios where they improved upon it. He's got the 2 articulated arms. Normally, I am a stickler for symmetry. This is the one time where I'm like, oh, look at this one giant-ass tentacle that's going in one direction. The other one's kind of, it's in another direction. I kind of do like the idea that in the front...
Feels natural.
It's a bit different. And then in the back, you kind of have almost like a cape of tentacles kind of coming out, which then kind of goes back to the symmetry. So yeah, it just, I don't know, it delights me with its sculpturalness.
That's a great way to put it. It is delightful. You will be delighted.
Yeah, honestly, easily a 5. There's a lot of choices made in this, the manufacturing of it, and I feel like everything works, either on its own as a decision by itself or as a part of the group. They did a great job continuing the series. They did a great job making an individual standalone piece. It does not need to go with the set, but it definitely benefits from being a part of the set.
Yeah.
So moving on is execution.
Quality of mass production.
I think it looks great. I mean, all the stuff we've seen from Mame Moyashi so far, quality has been outstanding, and I feel like that just continues that tradition. Paint application looks great. The spray is even and intentional. And the way they chose to make it, the way that is translucent, you don't have that problem where, you can see where the ball joint is, it's inside, and it kind of breaks the illusion for you. It just looks fantastic. And it feels great also. 5.
Right.
I love the translucent plastic. It's not super translucent, but the light really hits it really well. There's tons of speckling, like Ilanit was saying. The highlights and the shadows with the airbrush are really well done. The print padding is, really well done. The outline on the eyes is a little, hit and miss, but I mean, that is a really thin circular line around the eye. But the actual eye is really well done. The feet, I like that. Whereas on the Master of the Giant Claws, it almost has like flesh tone feet, which kind of fall out a little bit. They kind of went back, and the feet are the same color as the rest of the body on this piece. The purple underneath the tentacles in the back are just super vibrant. I got to give this a 5 as well. Just casting is well done, assemblage, paint. I don't see
The shoes look great too, right?
And I think with a figure like this too, if there was like an issue, like, oh, this spray was supposed to be a centimeter lower, like, you're not really gonna notice because it's trying to be more in line of like octopus and squid. Like, they have that, like, there's no exact natural way that they look. It's very different almost. It's very landscapey. I'm gonna stop rambling.
Yeah, I mean, easily it earns a 5. Paint choices are great. The only thing that I didn't care for, the gold overspray on the eyes is an intentional choice. It's something that they chose to do. I don't care for it as much, but that wasn't my choice to make, and it was intentional. This is not an error or a flaw in this piece or in any other piece if you get one and you see that.
Do you feel that it takes away from...
I do not feel like it takes away from the piece. I feel like it doesn't add to the piece. So it is why it felt a little bit out of place to me. We'll get to it later, but yes, I did buy one. That's the one I pulled out earlier. Just wanted to double check for quality assurance purposes that, hey, this was something that was intentional, so when we're talking about it, we know. I love the ink coming through. I think that is such a great little detail. But yeah, the speckling, the translucency. What you were saying about the translucency with the joints, that is so important. And I don't know if companies don't understand that or just don't know how to execute it properly. It really does take away from the piece whenever you see those joints on a clear piece or a translucent piece, and it becomes a toy. It doesn't become a piece of art or a living statue of its own.
You feel like this elevates it?
This does. This makes it in such a way that I would like to see this from other companies in the future going on. It's so well done. So it earned its 5. Last category. Oh, go ahead.
I think this overspray that you're talking about, it's in the shape of like a sideways V, so it starts below the eye, it comes to a point here, and then comes back over. I think it's trying to give you the illusion of the eye glowing.
Okay.
But
Ben's not buying it.
But Ben's not buying it. Unsold to Ben.
No.
All right.
You can think that. That's okay.
That's what it looks like to me. All right, last category.
Last category is value.
So, is it worth it?
Okay, so these retail in the United States for $68.99. For me, this is a 3, which means it's at its money. It's not a great deal, but it's not too expensive. I feel for a figure of this quality, this caliber, that's what I'm willing to pay.
I would give it a 3 as well. At that price point for this size figure, really cool box surprise with the header card and everything. Normally I would say 2. It's not so fantastic. But this whole line it's in demand. People want it. Even though they make a lot of them, they sell out quickly, and then you look on eBay and they wind up going for like almost $250 for what was originally like a $60 piece.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me it's got to be a 3. It's right on the money because people are obviously willing to pay 4 times as much for it. But yeah, anything higher than this and I would feel very
Skittish.
nervous and skittish. But it is again a beautiful piece. So yeah, I'd have to go with a 3. It's right there.
Yeah, I gotta agree. It's a 3. There's nothing else to really be said about it. It's at its money. So then we're just moving on. We got our total values, which Eleni, you're gonna score this one at a 4.2.
Wow. Oh.
For those people paying attention, since Rich matched every single score that Illinois gave, he also scored this one.
Really?
At a 4.2.
Wow, I think that's a first. I don't think we've ever agreed on every single category.
Did we agree on every single?
Every
Well,
single
we had to have
every
okay.
single category.
Wow, look at that.
And I scored this at an average of 4.4.
Wow.
So, high marks for this toy. Well deserved. Would you buy it?
In a heartbeat. There is so much going on with this piece. It's beautifully done. Any angle that you look at it, it's absolutely gorgeous. And it's posable too, so you can have, a little bit of fun. And it looks great together with the rest of the series.
That one's mine, so yeah.
Yep.
And that one's Ben's.
That's mine, so yeah. Well, where can you find these?
You can buy these right now at happypandatoys.com for the aforementioned $68.99 plus shipping. Go to happypandatoys.com right now.